Hello everyone. Welcome to Career Launcher. Welcome for our next session on MH CET. Let's start. Right, let's start with quantitative aptitude must do questions. Here we go. Okay. Career Launcher mobile app is here, available on both iOS and Android. If you are still not aware, just check it out. It's one of the many ways to stay connected, and there's a lot of resources. Right. Let's start. Here we go. First one, ratios. A person divided rupees 10,800 among his three sons in the ratio 3 to 4 to 5. All right, so we can split this value in this ratio, right? Second son kept rupees 1,000 for himself, gave rupees 600 to his wife, and divided the remaining money among his two daughters in the ratio 11 is to 9. What is the ratio of the amount received by the first son to the amount received by the second daughter of the second son? So lots of different ways that a total quantity is being split, right? Basically, you have to drill down of the value in two layers, right? First amongst the sons, and then for the second son, further you have to split his value in the different parts. So first, let's do the broad split over here. 10,800. So in the ratio of 3 is to 4 is to 5. So 3 plus 4 plus 5 is 12. So we have to divide this. So basically, we can say that these are 12 parts. 12 into 9 is 108. So 12 into 900 is 10,800. So we have to multiply these numbers with a factor of 900 to get the values. So 9 into 3, this is 2,700. 9 into 4, this is 3,600. That's the share of the second son in which we are now mainly concerned, and this would be 9 into 5, 4,500. So one thing is the first son, right? In the eventual ratio, we need the amount by the first son that we have here, 2,700. Now further, this 3,600 goes to second son kept 1,000 for himself. So the son himself took 1,000, gave 600 to the wife. So these are direct numbers. So this is 1,600 done, right? And divided the remaining among his two daughters in the ratio 11 is to 9. So among the two daughters now in the ratio of 11 is to 9, I have to split a total value of remaining how much? 3,600 minus 1,600. So 2,000 is remaining over here. So simply this is 11 plus 9 is 20. So this is 2,000. So into 100. So basically this is 1,100 and this is 900, right? So second daughter of the second son has got 900. So this is our 900 and this is our 2,700. So the ratio is 3 to 1, right? So moral of the story is you should know how to split a total value in different parts, right? मतलब सोचना ये होता है कि जैसे 3 plus 4 plus 5 is 12. So 12 into what is 10800. So that was a factor of 900. So multiply these numbers of the ratio with that factor of 900 to get the values, right? So basic question of ratios, right? Chaliye. Let's see the next one. Here we go. All right. A little bit lengthier question to read, but mostly questions are quite doable if we carefully understand what it is all about. Now, Ahana and Bianca start a new business in profit sharing ratio of 60 to 40. Ahana is to put in rupees 1 lakh as the initial investment, and Bianca was to take care of each client at rupees 400 per client. If they can take a maximum of only up to 500 clients in the first year, and Ahana wants to recover her investment in the first year itself, then what shall be the minimum number of clients that the two partners need to get for the business to get profitable provided that each client needs to pay rupees 2000 for the product that Ahana and Bianca plan to sell. Now, in this question, there is a lot of data, lot of information. So you have to be very selective in terms of what is being asked and what is relevant to the question. Profit. You need to be get profitable. So basically, we're looking for a break-even point when the revenue and the costs are equal, right? So that point you need to check out, or that needs to happen, right? 1 lakh is the initial investment, so that's our cost, right? Your cost of starting of the business is 1 lakh. On an ongoing basis, for every client, you are also incurring a further cost which Bianca is bearing of rupees 400. So that's an ongoing cost, right? Per client basis. This is a fixed cost, sort of, right? It's a fixed upfront cost, right? The total cost is this 1 lakh plus total cost is this 1 lakh plus 400 into the number of customers, let's say n. Now you might be wondering, सर सबसे पहले पहली लाइन में वो 60 to 40 लिखा है, उसका क्या करें? मैं क्वेश्चन के थ्रू यही बताना चाह रहा हूं that sometimes question confuse us with lot of information, with irrelevant information. उस 60-40 का क्या करना है? वो प्रॉफिट शेयरिंग हो कि वो बात अलग है, प्रॉफिट तो हुआ हो पहले. द क्वेश्चन इज प्रॉफिट तो होना शुरू हो. सो क्वेश्चन इज एक्चुअली नॉट ऑफ पार्टनरशिप, द क्वेश्चन इज ऑफ प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस. It when you start reading, क्योंकि this the way the question is framed, new business profit sharing ratio, it looks like it's a partnership question, but no. प्रॉफिट होगा तब पार्टनरशिप में प्रॉफिट शेयरिंग शुरू होगी. अभी तो हम ये इसी मुश्किल में हैं कि प्रॉफिट होगा भी कि नहीं, वो कितने कस्टमर्स हों ताकि प्रॉफिट हो. तो दिस इज अवर टोटल कॉस्ट, व्हाट इज अवर रेवेन्यू और अवर सेल्स वैल्यू फॉर एवरी कस्टमर 2000 रुपीज. सो 2000 इंटू एन. सो ये दोनों जब बराबर हो जाएंगे तब हमारा ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट आ जाएगा, राइट? So for break even point, which means when there is basically no profit but no loss also, right? So the total cost, which is this 1 lakh plus 400 into n, should be equal to 2000 into n. Total cost equal to revenue. So 1600 n, 1600 n is 1 lakh, ta, 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 ta. And n is therefore this 1 lakh divided by 1600. You divide this, you get 62 and a half. But you can't have half of a customer. You either have full or nothing, because these are people. So you're looking for the integer value. 63 would make it happen. At 63, you will be marginally profitable, right? By a very tiny margin. कुछ 100-500 रुपए कमा लिए होंगे, right? That's what would happen. So that's it. That was this question all about. Lengthy to read, but very pinpointed question, right? You have to be very clear with the objective of the question. I hope that makes sense, right? Any confusion, any doubt, please put it on the chat box. I will repeat. Okay, चलिए आगे बढ़े. चलिए देखते हैं नेक्स्ट वन. All right. This is one of the easy questions that I saw. Most of the questions that we are looking upon are the recent year questions only. A tailor has 37.5 meters of cloth and he has to make 8 pieces out of a meter of cloth. How many pieces can he make out of his cloth? He has 37.5 meters. He can make 8 out of 1 meter. So out of 1 meter, he can make 8 pieces. So how many can he make out of 37.5 meters? He can make 8 into 37.5 pieces. What is 8 into 37.5? 37.5 into 2 is 75. Then I have to do into 4, 300. Done. Bus, that's all. ये previous year question है, right? So you get these sitters also, right? So be very ready to latch on to those easy ones, right? 10 सेकेंड का सवाल, लिखने की भी कुछ जरूरत नहीं है, पता है माइंड में 37.5 इंटू 8, और 37.5 इंटू 8 वो तो कर ही सकते हैं माइंड में, राइट? बी क्विक विद नंबर्स. Right. Hmm. Okay, something to do with the mensuration. A room is 15 meters long and 12 meters broad. If the sum of the areas of the floor and the ceiling of the room is equal to the sum of the areas of the four walls, then you are asked for the volume of the hall. So basically, you know the length and the breadth. You don't know the height of the room. So you have to find the height based on the condition that ceiling and floor, their areas add up to a value which also is the same as the sum of the areas of the four walls. Now imagine on the ceiling and the floor, basically you have length and breadth. So what is the total area of these two? Length into breadth, twice of that. Length is 15, already we know, and breadth is 12, right? So the floor plus ceiling will be basically twice into length into breadth, and that will also be equal to the area of the four walls. Now, what will be the area of the four walls? Imagine, let's say this side, right? So this is length on the base and height, right? So it's a length by height. Another one, breadth by height, and two of each, right? So this should be equal to twice of length into height plus again twice of breadth into height. So this is the equation. I have to basically find the height. I know the length and the breadth. So I'm getting length into breadth is equal to 2 cancels on both the sides. I'm getting length into breadth is equal to height is common, height into length plus breadth. Right? This is what I'm getting. Isn't it? Yeah. So I think I have the value height is coming to be length into breadth upon length plus breadth. So that would become 15 into 12 over 15 plus 12, which is 27. I think 9 will get cancelled. From here, I'll get 5. From here, I'll get 4 on cancelling 3. So from here, I'll cancel 9. So this is 20 by 3 meters, right? So that is the height. So therefore, the volume is simply length into breadth into height. So that's 15 into 12 into 20 over 3. Again, this 3 will get cancelled. 12 into 5, 60. 60 into 20, 1200 cubic meters. Right? सो आपको बस ये इक्वेशन को करेक्टली फ्रेम करना था, समझना था कि ये दोनों एरियाज क्या है, लेंथ ब्रेड्थ, लेंथ क्रॉस ब्रेड्थ. वॉल्स का एरियाज क्या है, लेंथ क्रॉस हाइट एंड ब्रेड्थ क्रॉस हाइट. राइट, दैट्स व्हाट इट इज. एनी कंफ्यूजन? मैं एक बार डायग्राम भी बना देता हूँ. राइट, बेसिकली दिस इज दिस इज अ रूम, राइट? Like imagine this is a room, right? And this is your length, this one, and this is your breadth, and this is your height, right? So the top area, this area is length cross breadth, so is the bottom area. That's what we are talking of, right? And on the side walls, like the front area is length cross height, this side area, this is breadth cross height. So in that sense, those were the areas we were dealing with, right? Any confusion, always draw the diagram, you will get clarity, right? चलिए आगे बढ़े. Let's see. All right, now something on time and work. Particularly this is, I think, something to do with teams, because 16 men, 24 children. Yeah, so team based question. 16 men can complete a work in 12 days. 24 children can complete the same work in 18 days. 12 men and 8 children started working, and after 8 days, 3 more children joined. How many days will they now take to complete the remaining work? Okay. So, first, between the men and the children, the work has been defined. Then, a team is starting of men and children. They do for some 8 days, and then some more children join. And how many? So, in these questions, typically the plan of action is step A, identify the ratio of the work rate between the men and the children. Step number one. Step number two, quantify the work. Assign a numerical value to both the work rates and the total work that has to be done. And after that, life is as usual simple. Apply the simple basic equations of work is rate into time and get it done. So let's start. Work, the total work is, let's say A is the work done by one man in one day. So work rate basically I'm defining as A for men and B for children. So this total work is 16 men in 12 days. So 16 into 12 A, which is also equal to 24 children in 18 days. So 24 into 18 B. Here A and B are the respective work rates of one man and one child. Means one man can do A units of work per day. From this, I'll get the ratio of A is to B. Simplify. So A over B is coming to be 24 into 18 over 16 into 12, which simplifies as 12 cancels 2, 2 cancels 8, 18 by 8 or 9 by 4. So as soon as I have got the ratio, I will define that. Let's put the numbers. Let's put A equal to 9 itself and put B equal to 4 itself. Define or assume the work rates. So this is the assumption step. One man can do 9 units of work per day, one child can do 4 units of work per day. With that, come back to this and therefore define your total work as 16 into 12A. And A you have taken as 9, so 16 into 12 into 9 units of work. Don't do the multiplication at this stage. Let it be as it is. Proceed to the further question. 12 men and 8 children started working. So now what is the rate at which the work is being done? This is a team of 12 men, so 12 A units of work they are doing per day, and 8 children, so 8B. And now you can put the numbers. You have taken A to be 9, B as 4. So 12 into 9 plus 8 into 4, which is 108, plus 32, which is 140. At this rate you are working. So what will be the work done in the 8 days that you have worked? The work done so far is the rate, which is 140, into the time, which is 8 days. Again, don't multiply, let it be, because it's easy to work directly with numbers like this. Now if this is the work done, so what is the remaining work? What is the remaining work from the total work, which is 16 into 12 into 9? Subtract what has been done, which is 140 into 8. Now take a factor which is common, which is I think 8 into 4, 32 I can take common. From here also 32 is common, from here also I can take 32 common. So from here 16 into 2, 6 into 9, 54 remains here. And from here 8 into 4, so this is 35 remains here. So this is 32 into 19. 54 minus 35, 19. Yeah. So this is the remaining work, right? And now there's a new rate at which the work is being done because there are some more children that have joined. How many of them? Uh, Three more children have joined them. So in total, there are 11 children. 8 children are already there, right? So 12 men. What is the new work rate? 12 men, so 12 into A, and this 11 children, 11B. So 12 into 9, 108, 11 into 4, 44. This is 152. So this is the rate. This is the work to be done. Hence, you can find the time. Last step, time is work upon rate. Work is 32 into 19. Rate is 152, which is 19 into 8. I'm left with 4. 32 by 8. 4 days will be required. So I think quite comprehensive question and a very typical question on team-based problems in time and work. Right. चलिए आगे बढ़ें. चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं. Now, I hope that you attended our RT99 event, which happened this last Saturday, Sunday, and still there are on the upcoming weekend, 28th March and 1st March, 28th Feb and 1st March. Right, so right, something that you should to right look out for. Right, a very uh, useful session. Already two sessions have gone, and two sessions are still upcoming. So session 3 and session 4, 11 a.m. Saturday and Sunday. Right, RT99 a head start. Chaliye, let's continue. Okay, clocks. The clocks questions are very straightforward, right? If you know the formula. What is the formula of clocks? Angle, the formula for the angle theta is 30 into the number of hours minus 11 by 2 into the number of minutes in modulus, because it can go either plus or minus. So 30h minus 11 by 2m, where h is the number of hours, m is the number of minutes, whatever is the time. Question is, at what time between 9 o'clock and 10 o'clock will the hands of a clock point in opposite directions? So, pointing in opposite directions means making an angle of basically a straight angle, right? A 180-degree angle between the two hands. So, when will that happen between 9 and 10 o'clock? Options are quite neck to neck because it is quite obvious कि कुछ सवा नौ के आसपास, because at 9 it is like 270-degree angle, then gradually it has to cover that 90 degree, so कुछ 15 मिनट के थोड़ा सा आगे होना चाहिए. That's options are very neck to neck, so you have to do the calculation part. So your h is basically 9, you have to find the m. 9 बज करके कुछ टाइम हो रहा है, 9 o'clock and some m minutes, and the angle has to be 180. So just यहाँ पर डाल दो 30 into 9, 270 minus 11 by 2m has to be 180. बस आ जाएगा m. 11 by 2m is therefore 270 minus 180, 90. You're getting m as 90 into 2, 180 by 11. Mixed fraction में आंसर आना है 11 into 1 is 11, then 76, 66, 4 is the remainder, 16, 4 by 11 is the mixed fraction. That is the option C for the exact time when the two hands will be pointing in the opposite directions. Right. So this formula is very super useful. Right. चलिए आगे बढ़े. Okay, very interesting question here on numbers. Something to do with the last digit. What percentage of numbers, from 1 to 50 have squares that end in the digit 1? लास्ट डिजिट के कंसेप्ट पर क्वेश्चन है, तो आपको सिर्फ लास्ट डिजिट से ही मतलब होता है इन एनी क्वेश्चन ऑफ लास्ट डिजिट. द डिपेंडेंसी इज ओनली ऑन द लास्ट डिजिट ऑफ द नंबर, राइट. सो यू हैव टू थिंक ऑफ कि यूनिट डिजिट पर कौन सा डिजिट हो ताकि उसका स्क्वायर करने पर 1 आए. ऑब्वियसली लास्ट में 1 हो सकता है, एक तो ये बात है ही. एनी नंबर एंडिंग विद 1 उसका स्क्वायर करेंगे तो वो 1 में ही एंड होगा, उसके पहले कुछ भी डिजिट हो सकते हैं. So straight away you have 5 numbers 1, 11, 21, 31, 41 which are going to exhibit this property. But is there any other digit also? भाई 0 तो नहीं होगा, 2 भी नहीं होगा, 2 स्क्वायर इज एंडिंग इन 4, 3 भी नहीं होगा, 3 स्क्वायर इज एंडिंग इन 9, 4 भी नहीं होगा, 4 स्क्वायर इज एंडिंग इन 6, 5 square is ending in 5, 6 square is ending in 6, not useful for me. 7 square is ending in 9, not useful for me. 8 also not useful for me. 8 square is 64 ending in 4, but 9 is super useful. The perfect square of any number ending with 9 will also end in 1 because 9 square is 81 ending in 1. So I have one more set of numbers, 5 of them: 9, 99, 29, 39, and 49. So out of the 50 numbers, these total of 10 numbers are useful for me. So 10 out of 50, or 1/5, or 20% of the numbers are showing this property, right? So that is the only thing that you would have missed, कि 9 से एंडिंग भी उसका स्क्वायर भी 1 से एंड होगा, और उसके लिए ट्रैप ऑप्शन बी ऑलरेडी सेट भी कर रखी है कि आपको सिर्फ 5 ही नंबर समझ में आए और आप बोलें कि 5 आउट ऑफ 50 10%, राइट, विच इज नॉट द आंसर. चलिए नेक्स्ट वन. ओके, look at this. The price of the item X rises by rupees 40 per year and that of item Y by rupees 15 per year. If the price of item X and Y in the year 2002 was rupees 420 and 630 respectively, in which year the price of item X will be 40 rupees more than the price of item Y? X is costing 420 rupees in 2002 and Y is costing higher value of 630. X की कॉस्ट इनिशियली कम है लेकिन उसका जो पर ईयर इंक्रीज है वो ज्यादा है. दिस इज गोइंग टू इंक्रीज बाय 40 each year, this one by only 15. So gradually the price of item X is going to catch up, means become trying to become equal and exceed the price of item Y in some time down the line. So you have to find ki when the price will not only be equal but in fact exceed by 40 rupees, right? So can I say in some year which is some, let's say, k years after 2002, which means 2002 plus k, this price is going to increase by 40 rupees k times, so it will become 420 plus 40k after k years. Likewise, this one increasing by 15 plus 15 rupees per year will become 630 plus 15k. I have to find this k. This price of X should be equal to 40 plus the price of Y. Price of X should be price of Y plus another 40 rupees. So my equation becomes 420 plus 440k. 420 plus 40k is this Y, which is 630 plus 15k plus another 40 rupees. So they should give me the value of k, right? So 40 minus 15, this is 25k, equal to 630 plus 40, 670 minus 420, which is 670 minus 420 is 250. I'm getting the k to be exactly 10. 10 साल और लग जाएंगे. After 2002 it will be 2012, right? So just a simple AP, right, an arithmetic progression in which the two commodities, their prices were moving, so you had to just frame this equation and get the time period, right? ठीक है, चलिए प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हैं ना मेरे साथ, आगे बढ़े. लेट्स सी नेक्स्ट वन. Okay, so find the wrong number in the series based question. Okay, what's the pattern? Look at the numbers. What do you see? अच्छा, छोटे नंबर्स में देखना आसान है. यहाँ से ये 40 to 10, दिस इज लाइक 1/4. अच्छा, 200 to 50, लाइक दिस इज 1/5. ये रेशो कुछ फ्रैक्शन में जा रही है. Now 640 and 2560, this is exactly 4 times. 256 and 1024 अगेन एग्जैक्टली 4 टाइम्स. सो यहाँ पर अगर ऐसे देखें, फॉरवर्ड मैनर में देखें, तो 40 से 10 में डिवाइड बाय 4 था. यहाँ पर कुछ गड़बड़ लग रही है बीच में, बट यहाँ पर भी ये भी डिवाइड बाय 4 है, ये भी डिवाइड बाय 4 है. 1024 बाय 4 इज 256, 256 बाय 4 इज 64. बट यहाँ पर कुछ दिक्कत लग रही है. एक बार यहाँ देखो, 1024 इंटू 4 इज 4096, यहाँ पर भी परफेक्टली. तो दिख गया कि दिक्कत यहाँ पर आई थी. 640 डिवाइड बाय 4, दिस शुड हैव बीन 160. दिख गया. और फिर 160 का डिवाइड बाय 440 आगे मैच भी हो जाएगा. सो दिस इज द कल्प्रिट. 200 इज द रॉन्ग नंबर. राइट, वो 160 होना चाहिए था. सो वेरी राइट कॉमन कॉन्सेप्ट. मल्टीप्लीकेशन सीरीज था ये. मतलब मल्टीप्लीकेशन वाज विद अ फ्रैक्शन बेसिकली, राइट. डिवाइड बाय 4, 1/4 वाज द मल्टीप्लायर. तो आइडिया क्या होता है इन क्वेश्चंस में? पैटर्न आइडेंटिफिकेशन सबसे पहले आपको ठीक से करना होता है, राइट. कॉमन लॉजिक्स दैट यू हैव टू थिंक अबाउट इज राइट समथिंग टू डू विद perfect squares, perfect cubes, some मोस्टली डिफरेंसेस देखते हैं सबसे पहले, राइट. फिर मल्टीप्लिकेशन हो रही है या डिवीजन हो रही है किसी फैक्टर से, ये देखते हैं. तो पैटर्न रिकॉग्निशन आपकी स्ट्रांग होनी चाहिए सीरीज बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस में, राइट. चलिए देखते हैं नेक्स्ट वन. पीएनसी. In how many ways can the word especially be arranged? In how many ways can the word especially be arranged such that the vowels always come together? Now, vowels are many. There are two E's. There are two E's, and there is an IA. There is an I also. Right. So we have four vowels, two of which are the same. Then we have the consonants, which is S, P, C, L, L, Y. इसमें भी L का repetition आपको दिख रहा है. So overall, these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 consonants and 4 vowels, a 10-letter word. So this is the question of grouping method, right? You have to group all the vowels together. So think of this group of 4 vowels as a single element. So these 6 consonants and this 7th group is a total of 7 elements or 7 objects to be arranged, right? So first arrange these 7 elements in which there is one repetition of L. So you can arrange these 7 elements in 7 factorial, divide by 2 factorial ways because L is repeating twice. So because of that, you have to divide by 2 factorial. दिस इज ओनली मतलब इसमें हमने ये वॉवल्स को एक सिंगल एलिमेंट लिया हुआ है. उसके अंदर की अरेंजमेंट अभी हमने नहीं कंसीडर करी है. सो इसमें पहले जितने भी ऑब्जेक्ट्स होते हैं उसको अरेंज कर लिया जाता है इस तरह से. देन आफ्टर दैट यू से दैट नाउ फर्दर the vowels have to be arranged also. Now you can internally arrange the elements of the vowels. So multiplied with, तो ये हो गया all the elements. Now coming to the arrangement of the internal arrangement of the vowels. तो उसमें first say that there are total of 4 elements, 2 of which are repeated. So into में 4 factorial divided by 2 factorial. That will be the number of ways to arrange these vowels. So that is your answer. You have to just calculate now. 7 factorial is 5040 divided by 2 into 24 by 2. So this is, we are left with 6. 5040 into 6. So 504 into 6 will be 30240. That is their option D. Right? So this is the way to do this kind of arrangement. All right, people. So I hope you're practicing. I hope that you are regular with your mocks. We'll meet again very soon. Keep up with the practice, people, and I hope you come out with flying colors. Right? Thank you. Thank you so much. We'll meet very soon.